we went out for dinner, and then after he wanted to go for a drive, and my favorite place in the world is Cultus Lake. And when we got there, he suddenly took a bag out of the back of the truck. And when we got down to where the river is, he pulled out a blanket and some champagne and some champagne glasses. And then after we had a few sips of wine, he handed me a Kinder Surprise. And I actually said no thank you. I didn't want it because I thought it would wreck the wine. And then he said, no, no, you want it. And when I opened it, the ring fell out. And then he asked me to marry him.
The night before, I had his birthday party, and I thought for sure he was going to ask me to marry him. But lo and behold, he didn't, and I was quite disappointed. So the next day, I was getting all ready, and I was surprised we were going to go out for a date. And we're like driving around and around and around, and I was like, where the heck is he taking me? And so we're like, it's snowing out, and he takes me to the top of Burnaby Mountain. And he's like shaking like a leaf, and we get out, and of course I'm 3 months pregnant, and I'm like, dude, where are you taking me? And he's like, okay, well, it's gonna bend down on one knee, but I don't think I'm going to because it's like really slushy out here. So he attempts to anyways, and that's when he asked me to marry him. I thought it was pretty romantic considering it's snowing like crazy out there, and I said yes, of course. So all this worrying for nothing, but it was sweet. But so here we are at the bridal fair, and our wedding's coming up, and that's that.
So we were looking for a house to buy, and after months and months of us saying, let's take a break this weekend and not look at houses, and we just kept looking at houses every weekend. So he said, okay, well, let's forget it. We're gonna go away for a weekend. So we went to Harrison, and he was a nervous wreck all weekend. Took me out for dinner, couldn't speak through dinner. I knew something was up, and the next morning we went for a walk. First thing in the morning, we walked around around Harrison Lake. There wasn't a single person out. It was just a gorgeous morning. It was warm, and we're having a good time. We were just talking to each other and forgetting about the stress of trying to buy a house. And I was kind of looking at the lake, taking some photos, and I turned around and he was down on one knee and had a little bit of a spiel, and then just asked me if I'd marry him. And of course I said yes, and here we are now.